What is happening to fertilizer imports? Sri Lanka is currently importing fertilizer from India and China. The government has already imported 45,000 litres of liquid nano-nitrogen fertilizer from India. Authorities attempted to import organic fertilizer manufactured out of seaweed from China. But a crisis has arisen after concerns arose over these deals and when details emerged on the substandard quality of the products from China. What happened to the Chinese fertilizer? The National Plant Quarantine Service detected harmful bacteria twice from samples of the fertilizer shipments sent by China's Qingdao Seawind Biotech Company. The Agriculture Ministry had awarded the tender to this company to import fertilizer. But a ship carrying 20,000 metric tons of fertilizer from the Chinese company has entered Sri Lankan waters. This matter is being discussed at diplomatic levels. Yesterday, the Chinese ambassador to Sri Lanka, Ki Zhenghong, had met Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa. The Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarath, Central Bank Governor Ajit Niwad Kabral, and the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff Yoshita Rajapaksa were present at the meeting. The Prime Minister is of the clear stance that the shipment won't be accepted. After the ship goes to China and brings down products that meet our specifications, then we will accept it. We can test it again and import it. Therefore, we don't need to turn this into a diplomatic problem. We haven't said that we have rejected the fertilizer from China. We have only said that there is a problem with this shipment. We will have no problem if the ship goes back and brings down a shipment that matches our specifications. We will accept the product only if it meets our standards. Where is the ship carrying Chinese fertilizer now? On the 22nd of September, the Hippo Spirit ship carrying 20,000 metric tons of organic fertilizer left for Colombo from China's Qingdao port. But the ship was diverted to Singapore after harmful bacteria were detected in the samples of the fertilizer from the shipment. The Hippo Spirit ship that didn't return to China had left Singapore, declaring it would be heading to the port of Colombo. But on the 14th of this month, the automatic identification system used to track the ship had been deactivated at the Malacca Strait. Vessel tracker showed the last position of the ship as the Malacca Strait before it went out of range. Data available online showed the Hippo Spirit ship in Hambantota on the 24th of this month under the name Sayor Explorer. The identity of the ship was confirmed as it cannot change its identification number. The ship cannot change its identification number despite changing its name. Accordingly, the ship Sayor Explorer had been registered under the same name as the ship Hippo Spirit. Although the ship was seen in Sri Lankan waters off the Hambantota district on the 24th of this month, the ship has gone out of range on tracking systems. Will the ship enter Sri Lanka by any means necessary? Several entities have raised suspicion on this after details were revealed on the people behind the Chinese fertilizer deal. Yesterday we revealed that Chilena Capital Corporation is the local agent of China's Qingdao Seawind Biotech Group. The Janata Vimukti Peramuna has revealed that Lolita Besingha is serving as its chairman.
What is the relationship between Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarath and Lolita Abesingha, the chairman of the local agent of China's Qingdao Seawind Biotech Company that is trying to unload its shipment by shifting the blame onto us and by disregarding the country's laws? They are close relatives. Their relationship hasn't been exposed recently. It is Lolita Abesingha's Chilena Capital Private Limited that had served as a consultant for Chinese projects that took place in the country before 2015. At that time, Lolita Abesingha and his company had conducted about 15 projects worth $7 billion in this manner. It is alleged that Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarath had secured these Chinese projects. At that time, several media institutions reported that this was Gamini Senarath's relative. This was discussed in Parliament as well. The government is intervening into this by disregarding the international recognition given to the National Plant Quarantine Service. We are suspicious as to whether this is happening because of their relationship. We asked the Prime Minister's Secretary Gamini Senarath to come before the media and explain his relationship with Lolita Abesingha. The company's chairman, Lolita Abesinghe, should explain his relationship with the Prime Minister's secretary. The people will be able to recognize why the government is so committed to this deal.
ඔබ ආගමැති ලේකම් අතර තියෙන ඥාතිකම් මොකද්ද කියලා. ආන් එතකොට මේ රටේ ජනතාවට හිතා ගන්න පුළුවන් මේ ගනුදෙනුව වෙනුවෙන් ඇයි ආණ්ඩුව මෙච්චර කරගහලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා.
The Agriculture Minister responded to this claim today.
ඔය කියන නෑදෑකම නම් මම දන්නේ නෑ මස්සිත්.
I am not aware of their relationship. When we called for international tenders, a Chinese company had submitted its tender. It has a local agent. The local agent might be the one you are referring to. That's because we are dealing with that agent. The problem there is not the agent. We had called for international bids. The person whom you're referring to might be in it. But I am not aware of the relationship. He might have some relationship, but we aren't responsible for that. International tenders were called. If a legal process has been followed, there is no point in discussing it further.
ඒක අපිට අදාළ නෑ. මේක ජාත්‍යන්තර ලන්සුවක් ඇදවලා නීත්‍යානුකූලව සිද්ධ වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් අපේ ඉන් එහාට අනිත් පාර්ශවයකට අපිට කතා කිරීමේ තේරුමක් නෑ.